Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Five Doctors live community viewing stream. I'm so excited to be watching Doctor Who, the Five Doctors, with all of you. We'll be starting in just 7 minutes at 2 p.m. EST or 7 p.m. BST. This was arranged by @TARDISMonkey on Twitter. I'm TARDIS_monkey. So definitely check out their Twitter and follow them for future events that they arrange. It's going to be awesome. We're live now is just what I'm tweeting, and I'm super excited to be here. I see some questions about where you can watch this episode. If you don't have it on DVD or VHS, then I suggest looking either on Dailymotion or on BritBox. You might even be able to find this somewhere on YouTube, but BritBox would be the official way to do it, and there you could get a free trial, see if you like their service. Last I knew, they weren't very expensive, but yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to be here. So excited. Hello to Sir Meowsalot89. He says, Who Crew? Hey, Alex. Glad to have you all here. Hello to Rebtens All Sorts. Hux, welcome. Evan Cunningham moderating in the chat. Thank you so much. Sonic Production says, I'm watching it on VHS. That's awesome. What are you guys watching it on? I'm watching it on the 25th anniversary edition. Does anybody know if we're watching the 1983 or 1995 versions? I'm just going with disc 1, but yeah, T-minus 10 minutes, so hyped for this, Evan Cunningham says. Sir Meowsalot89, yes, Five Doctors, the movie geek, if I can speak. Let's let the game of Rassilon begin. That's right, hashtag game of Rassilon on Twitter. Super excited to be here. We're doing a classic one and a great classic story as well. It's the Five Doctors, so much fun. I got it on the DVD. That was a great episode. Michael Steinmate says, welcome. Hello to John Fisher and everyone. Here we go. Yeah. All right. So let's tweet about this. Live now. About to watch the Five Doctors for @TARDIS. Monkeys. Watch along event. Hashtag the game of Rassilon. And hashtag Doctor Who. Super excited for this episode. Here we are. Such a wonderful story, the Movie Geek says. Losercraft Gaming Immortality. Louise Price, I do not have the DVD or the VHS, and I would definitely suggest checking out maybe a free free trial of BritBox or Dailymotion or YouTube. Such a wonderful story, Movie Geek says. Superman Movie Restoration says, I was playing the Crash 3. I was playing on PS1, but I guess I'm doing this instead. That's awesome. Welcome. I cannot wait. We're going to watch The Five Doctors. It's a great story. I have it on DVD in two forms. I got the original special edition that came out 2001, I believe, and then this version, which came out much later in 2008. And Alex Goddard in the chat. Hello. Loving your content during lockdown. Been catching up on your collection videos. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I am, Alex. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well. And I love seeing the food that you make on Instagram and Facebook. It looks amazing. You're an incredible chef and an incredible person with an incredible name. And I'm so excited that you're back on YouTube making videos. So definitely check out Alex Goddard on YouTube. Anthony Williams, hello. Welcome. Is that a Rory reference? Like a Rory and Amy's kid reference? I bet it is. Michael Steinman says, hold on, you guys were going to the wrestling from the tomb? I'm not sure I understand, but Whose Book says, hi, Alex. Glad to see you here. Just to let you know, you're right, it's the broadcast version. That's awesome. John Fisher says, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever Alex posts a new video or live streams. Today is day 3 of posting 3 videos a day and doing a live stream every day. Oh, I'm looking forward to taking a break after that. That was crazy. I stayed up till 3 the night before last, stayed up till 2 last night posting and editing videos. So glad to get the collection videos out and talk about how it's hashtag TikTok Gala Day today and tomorrow, so that's exciting. The Wizardcraft Gaming says, I wish there was more Tom Baker in this episode. Should have called it the 5 Doctors minus the 4th, right? It's really the 4 Doctors, if we're being honest. That's a Big Finish audio as well, though. Alex Goddard says, I need to come over. Yes! Oh my gosh. You and me will do our own, like, Doctor Who themed Great British Bake Off. And you would cream me. But, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. You could judge. You could give me Doctor Who food challenges. I'd have to bake them, and then you could judge them. Shall we make this a series, Alex? Michael Steinmates, we're entering a Gallifreyan Death Zone. T minus 2 minutes. Patrick Troughton minutes left till we're watching. Oh my gosh. What story did you do last time, Alex? We did. Human Nature and the Family of Blood was the last live stream that we did yesterday. And then the day before it was Time in the Ronnie, although it was more of a watching me edit the Big Night In skit live, because we did that for about 2 of the hours of the stream and then posting it. So that was fun, though. I think people enjoyed it, and we had some great fun in the chat for that live stream. Whose book's not going to watch The 5 Doctors today, but I recently watched it the other day, and I do love The 5 Doctors. My favorite Davison story. That's awesome. 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go. I'm going to get this ready. As soon as I see it hit 2, I'm going to count down from 5, and we will watch The 5 Doctors. The Game of Rassilon will begin. And yes, Genesis of the Daleks, there's a watch-along that At the Rebel of Time has organized. That's happening tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to make it, but definitely check it out. 2. It's due. So press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I forgot how to count. All right. Of course, though, I'm plugged into the Wi-Fi, but of course it would just stop for some reason now. But I am 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the episode. Turlo is just showing the Doctor video. How many of you have started? Yes, I will come back. Should we restart now, or should we, do you guys just want to catch up? What do you guys think? Do you want to restart? Because I'm 3 minutes in now. Yeah, how about that? How about we restart? Because let's do a restart. All right. Everybody get ready. We're gonna. Alex Goddard says, reverse the polarity of the neutron flow of your computer. Yes, that is what we will do. All right. So get ready to hit play. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go. Flashback to William Hartnell. Oh my gosh. I don't know why my Wi-Fi, I'm plugged in directly into the router, so I don't know why it decided not to stream the moment I hit play. But hey, good to see you all. We're starting. It's the theme. It's beautiful. I love this theme. I like the way the Doctor comes out of the stars. I'm not a huge fan of those blindfolds that effect over Peter Davison, but I love this theme. I love the neon. The neon lighting is very cool. Neon logo. Spazzy Trish says, can't wait to watch along today. I can't watch along today, but I can chat. Hello, everyone. Good to have you, Spazzy Trish. Glad to see you here. Evan Cunningham, I almost cried when I first saw this at the start. Right? Flashback. Finally, the Doctor gets to see Susan again. The Wizardcraft Gaming says, hey, Alex, do you have the New Beginnings box set featuring Keeper of Traken, Logos, and Castrovalva? I'm from Ireland and have the Region 2 version. That's amazing. I don't think I do. I don't think so. I'm going to double check my own video just to be sure, but I'm so excited. Let's see. TARDIS is more than a machine. Yeah, I do not have the New Beginnings box set for Region 2. That would be amazing. Looks like we have some Irish fans in the chat. That's cool. This is my favorite classic Doctor Who theme, Rev10 says. It's a great theme. It's a great theme. I love Turlough. Turlough is an underrated companion, and I really enjoy his like him as a character. And I recently listened to Phantasmagoria, and I love that Big Finish story. It's the Fifth Doctor and Turlough. It's great. The Wizardcraft Gaming says, Evan Cunningham, I'm from England, but I live in Ireland. That's awesome. Spazzy Trish, same thing happens to me when we have weekday watch parties. I'm always at work. Oh, assuming I was a lot 89. Yes, you popped in from work the other day. That was so sweet and so awesome. Alex Goddard says, very 1980s titles for its time. Yeah, very much so. Who else wants that fur coat that I would want it faux fur, but it looks like a great fur jacket that Tegan's wearing. Turlough's development is amazing, Evan Cunningham says. Right? What other companion starts off in the way that Turlough did? Does anyone know where the TARDIS is located in which part of the UK? Alex Goddard asks. I look forward to the answer. What is your favorite Fifth Doctor story? Whose books? Oh, how can it not be the Five Doctors? I mean, that being said, Five Doctors, Frontios is definitely up there. I think that's underrated as well. Resurrection of the Daleks. Classic. Earthshock. Trying to think of any else. Those are the ones that come to mind. The location filming for the opening scene, Alex Goddard says. Oh, some lovely effects. I can't wait until the... You know, I don't... Does this have optional CGI effects? Do they have that for this release? I hope that on the Blu-ray release they update these effects. SurMeowsLot89, I can't believe he's not a natural redhead. I didn't know that. Oh, what? Yeah, I just have no way to watch most Classic Who and the stream at the same time. Spatty says, oh, yeah. Well, thank you for joining the stream. Oh, my gosh. I love these little figurines. I wish they would release them for us Doctor Who fans to collect. Dan Johnson says, I've got culture shock. I watched Robot earlier, but now everything is different. I love it. Unit, secret headquarters. How did you find us? Brigadier! Oh, my gosh. It's the Brigadier. No optional effects, but they do have the special edition, Evan Cunningham says. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wonderful chap. All of them. The iconic line. Oh my gosh. This is great. Relatable, Evan Cunningham says. Oh my gosh. This is great. We're about to see Patrick Troughton. Oh my gosh. Me, I'm allowed everywhere. Oh, you gotta love Patrick Troughton. 5 minutes in, so great. Nicholas Courtney, miss him so much. Evan Cunningham says. SurMeowsLot89, Blu-rays. The actor that plays Turlough is on one of the behind the sofa special features. He says they made him dye his hair red. I had no idea until that moment. Wow, wow. Alex Goddard, you have the place redecorated. I don't like it. So somebody commented that on my video, and it was hilarious. I was like, yeah, that's fair. I did just redecorate. You've had this place redecorated, haven't you? Don't like it. Oh my gosh, this is great. Has Big Finish ever done that story with? They mention a villain in this. The name starts with a Z. We'll get to it in a second. But I wonder if anybody's ever done an extended universe story on that adventure. Who was that strange little man? Who's your most favorite Doctor? Man, it's got to be the second Doctor. And from All Things Doctor Who, loves Patrick Troughton's Doctor. Oh, yes, he does. And Hannah from My Love for Doctor Who loves the second Doctor as well. The Terrible Zodin. I wonder if they ever will do an extended universe story. I love Tom Baker and David Tennant the most. Grew up with David Tennant. Love Tom Baker. Louise Price is not on YouTube. Oh no. Daily Motion. Try that. The Wizard Craft Gaming. Alex, which doctors have you met in real life? Only Sylvester McCoy. And it was amazing to meet him. He's just so fun. When I met the Seventh Doctor, I got a photo and I got an autograph on my Survival Target novelization, and they had a Q&A session. And Sylvester McCoy loves to just walk around the entire audience. He just can't sit still up on the stage. He walks around, so he'll take questions and walk around and interact with people. And so he asked. I got to ask him a question, which was, "Who's your favorite Doctor?" And he looks at me. I'm in a Fifth Doctor costume. He grabs me by the lapels and he says, "Who's your favorite Doctor?" And I let out a squeak of 7. And it was just so funny. It was so funny, and I'll never forget that. And I think his reply was not super committal, but like Patrick Troughton, he talked a lot about having been inspired by how Patrick Troughton had just impacted the Doctors that came later. So I think Patrick Troughton was his answer, if memory serves. But that was so much fun. Alex Goddard, the Faceless Ones DVD has not yet come out for Region 1. Hey, it's John Pertwee and Bessie. Yeah, it's listed on Amazon, but it's not available yet. Cosmic Ants, this is the most emo phrase ever, Evan Cunningham says. Would love the Highlanders to be animated, Evan Cunningham. That would be great. Anything that gets Series 4 completed on the shelf, I'm all for. Oh, those stretched out triangular pictures of John Pertwee. It's just so great. I'm being diminished. Oh, this is great. A Time Lord even more so. Yeah, we would need the Smugglers animated. But the 10th Planet and the Power of the Dogs have been. The Highlanders needs to be animated. The Underwater Menace has technically been released on DVD, but I wouldn't mind a reanimation of that as long as it didn't take forever to do. The Moonbase and the Macroterra have been animated. The Faceless Ones is out, at least for the UK. And so I would want Evil of the Daleks next. And then the Highlanders would be cool, and the Smugglers. But it would be great to have those completed. Spicy Truth says, that sounds like such an awesome experience, Alex. Yes, it was. It was so cool. And it was probably 2015 or no, maybe earlier. It was no, I think it was 2016, but it was before I had the channel. So I didn't vlog it or anything. But Alex Otter says, shame, you'll love it. Criminally underrated in season 4. I'm so excited for the Faceless Ones. I've only seen just the surviving episode. Sarah Jane! K9! Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Alex Otter says, who's looking forward to Fury from the Deep? Me. Totally. It's going to be amazing. Evan Cunningham, I would love Master Plan. Of course. The Daleks Master Plan. Absolutely. But that is more far-fetched than Christopher Eccleston in Big Finish. Sadly. Oh, that would be amazing. Can you imagine Christopher Eccleston, Big Finish? The website would crash. Maybe one day, Evan Cunningham says. Sarah Jane, K9, Evan Cunningham says. Sarah Jane on my TV, Sir Meowsalot89 says. John Fisher says, I'd like the Space Pirates to be animated so that we can get Season 6 released in the Blu-ray collection, right? And Marco Polo, so that we could get Season 1. Even, yeah. Tom Baker! Previously unreleased Shada scenes being used here. Oh my gosh. Just punting along the Thames. I wouldn't mind the Crusade being animated so that we could have a Season 2 box set. But that's a hard one, apparently, to animate with a lot of characters. I'm looking forward to the Fury from the Deep, whose book says. Has the Master ever met the Ninth Doctor? Wizardcraft Gaming says. That's a good question. It doesn't come to me off the top of my head, but I'll check. I'm sure in some comics where like the Masters held all of the Doctors hostage, it's happened, but I'm not sure if there's been a direct story. Let's see. Definitely didn't happen on TV, and definitely didn't happen in audios, I don't think. Unless somebody voiced Eccleston. But I can't think of any times when that's happened. The Master was in Doctor 12th, Doctor 7th, and Doctor 5th, but not Doctor 9th. That's a good question. Does anybody know in the chat? Oh gosh. I thought we were watching the Five Doctors, not Shada, Evan Cunningham says. Sarah Jane's hair is very 80s in this one. There's a lot of things that's very 80s in this one. Oh. Evan Cunningham says no, actually, but I need that. He's the only doctor who hasn't met the Master along with 11. Yeah, we need 11th Doctor and Master meeting as well. Isn't it at Cambridge University in Shada? Yes, Alex Goddard. I read Shada at the beginning of this year. It was the first Doctor Who book I've read in a very long time, but also of this year, and I loved it. Definitely, I would highly recommend that novelization. Just brilliant. Really, really loved it. I really hope they make a new spin-off of Doctor Who, like Torchwood soon, the Wizardcraft game. And he says, yeah, right? That would be very cool. It's a pity that, I need an Ace spin-off with Wilfred Mott, and Ace, and K9. Boom. That's the pitch. That's the pitch. I think the Master has met the first and second Doctors on Big Finish. Absolutely. Yes, definitely. How did you magnetize your sonic screwdriver for your recent video? Alex Goddard says. So, if you haven't seen it yet, in my recent video, instead of pulling out the DVDs one by one just by hand to show the cover art, I use my sonic screwdriver, and I magnetize it by reversing the flow, reversing the polarity of the neutron flow, and to actually achieve that effect, what I did is I started with the DVD closest to the camera, and I pushed it in with my sonic screwdriver, and then I reversed the footage. So I'd go all the way down the shelf with the DVD that's nearest to the camera to the DVD that's farthest from the camera, and I would push the DVDs in and then zoom in, refocus every 3 or 4 DVDs, and then playing it in reverse, it looks like the sonic screwdriver is magnetically pulling them out onto the shelf. So yeah, it's reverse footage, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. Good to see you, Louise. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection, and I hope to see you in the next video and live stream. Rebel of Time, the very first time watching the Five Doctors, loving this so far. Hello as well, Alex. Welcome, the Rebel of Time. That's so awesome that you're watching it for the first time. I'm so glad to be here during that moment. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. Love these Time Lord outfits. We're seeing Gallifrey, guys. This is a rare thing for the classic series. It really was. Whose book says 60th special, get the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, possibly 14th Doctors to fight the Master. That would be amazing. I want all of the Doctors back for a 60th. It's criminal that we haven't had, like that the 50th didn't bring back all of the classic Doctors as with the original actors playing them. Like, we gotta use them while they're here. Like, come on. The classic reverse shot. Dan Johnson says, yeah, just rewind it. Alex Goddard says, haha, brilliant effect. Brilliant, love the effect, Alex, you amazed me. I'm so glad you liked it. The Master! It's the Master! Love Anthony Ainley. It's hard to choose between him and Roger Delgado, but I think Roger Delgado? Sacha Dhawan is amazing, but those three, Anthony Ainley, Roger Delgado, and Sacha Dhawan, top 3 Masters. Although I haven't listened to many of the Big Finish ones, so. Ainley, my boy, the Rebel of Time says. Same as you at the Rebel of Time, Dan Johnson. Are you watching it for the first time? That's amazing. This is so cool. That sonic effect was great. Evan Cunningham says, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I really liked it too. Alex Goddard says, do you rate the Five Doctors as a Cyberman story? Because people don't think so. It sort of falls into a cameo appearance. Although it's more than a cameo, because there's like a whole horde of them. So while I wouldn't call it a Cyberman story as far as like, we're going to, say it's on the same level as Tomb of the Cybermen or whatever, I would say that it's totally fine if you want to call it a Cyberman story to include them in there. This really isn't even a Dalek story or a Cyberman story. It's sort of a story type of its own. But don't care. I would, look, it's Susan! I don't mind if people call it a Cyberman story. I'm not going to tell them they're wrong. But, oh my gosh! It's a reunion of the First Doctor and Susan! Whose books are all new Who doctors fighting the Grani with Alex trying to stop the fight. That's great. Spazzy Church says, I know we need like an episode with all of them. I love multi-doctor stories. They're the best. Come on. Come on. Can this be classic as an everything story? Can this be classified as an everything story? Yes. Yes, it can. I consider it a Troughton in a fur story, John Fisher says. Lol. Whose book says get 5, 6, 7, 1, and 3 as well to get Omega involved in a team up with the Master and fight. Oh boy. Whose books? We're going crazy now. Carol Ann Ford, the Rebel Times says, this is a nice, pretty set for the Time Lord Council. Love those outfits. I want a little Big Finish story about the two members of the High Council who went into the zone and never returned. I think that could be a really cool story, sort of Rogue One, but for the Five Doctors. Troutno seemed to be fighting a Yeti with a coat on, lol. OJW says, hello, welcome. Imagine if Omega and Rassilon teamed up in this story. Yes. That is a pitch right there, Alex. Genius. Cosmos without the Doctor scarcely bears thinking about. Man. That's cool. The Time Lord's asking the Master for help. We have a power-boosted open-ended transmat beam. How convenient. Who doesn't have a power-boosted open-ended transmat beam? I bet you all have a power-boosted open transmat beam. We have now had 3 multi-Doctor stories in New Who, Day of the Doctor, Twice Upon a Time, and Fugitive of the Jadoon. And The Stolen Earth Journey's End, I have now been made aware of as a multi-Doctor story, because it's not like they met each other, but we did have 2 regenerations of the Doctor technically in that story. Plus you have the Meta-Crisis Doctor and the Dr. Donna. So do you guys consider the Series 4 finale a multi-Doctor story? Alex Otter says, is it really? Maybe not quite in the traditional sense. Whose books? Oh my word, it's a Yeti. Run, Jamie, run. Sir Meowsot 89. Still can't believe they found all the episodes of the Web of Fear. Then someone stole episode 3. Must not have been a Doctor Who fan, because we wouldn't do that. Oh. Yeah, I can't. That's really sad that we don't have that episode. Oh, Susan and the Daleks. Like, this is so cool. Love those walls. Just made for lasers to ricochet off of. 60th special has to have Capaldi. Alex Goddard says, who agrees? Yep. Definitely. We definitely need that. All the existing Doctors just back as Doctors. It's about time. When I say drop, drop. It's sort of like when I say run, run. Oh, Rebel, forgot about Time Crash. Evan Cunningham says, yeah, Time Crash is great. The Alien Army's Dr. Donna trading card is a Time Lord, so I guess that also counts, OJW. Yeah, I never thought of it as a multi-Doctor story, but technically, I think The Stolen Earth Journey's End kind of is. It's at least as much of a Doctor multi-doctor story is as the Five Doctors is a Cyberman story, I would posit. Oh, that's a cool Dalek squid creature. A little Dalek cameo is okay. Alex Goddard says, I would like Davros in this one as well. Davros would have been great in this one. Come on. Oh. Whose books? Email the BBC and tell them to animate the Web of Fear episode 3 and the Underwater Menace. That would be a really cool thing. But I think that it would be an even better thing to give more value to the 60s Blu-ray box sets if they just animated those episodes and had those exclusively on the box sets. Can you imagine how much those would sell? They would already sell because they're 60s, but man, between Tegan and the second Doctor, I need some faux fur jackets here. Dalek Octopus, ew, Evan Cunningham says. Yeah, right. I love the sound of, like, walking in a quarry. Cyberman hand! Cyberman hand! Oh, gosh. Poor Brigadier! Hit it with a rock! Hit it with a rock! Really gotta hand it to that person who played the Cyberman. That would be cool, Alex, John Fisher says. Alex Goddard says, which has been your favorite story so far in lockdown? Hello, Doctor Who Crazy 2000. Welcome. We are 23 minutes into the Five Doctors. Actually, 22 minutes and 50 seconds. Sarah Jade! Oh, gosh. Screaming and rolling down a hill. Not a great start, but... oh, my gosh. Should have listened to K9. What? Then you wouldn't have ended up meeting the Doctors. Yeah, so let's see. Out of the live stream so far, I'm thinking initially Vincent and the Doctor was the most fun, although I think some of our, let's see, which are the live streams? I remember, I think Vincent and the Doctor has been my favorite episode that we've, well, no, the Stolen Earth Journey's End I think was my favorite stream overall, because I was actually able to, I felt like I was able to watch the episode, strangely enough, even though I was still engaging with the chat and stuff. I felt like we all were like really excited by all of the amazing things that happened in that episode. And it was so emotional, and it's such a great episode. It's one of my all-time favorites, along with Vincent and the Doctor, that I just think that these live stream, that was my favorite live stream so far. Doctor Who Crazy 2000. I know a lot of classic Doctor Who facts. That's amazing. Share some with us of about the Five Doctors. I was playing Doctor Who Trivial Pursuit, OJW says, and it said Pertwee didn't have a Cyberman story. So does this count or not? OJW, I would include it on my Cyberman story marathon, unless that was getting to be super long and I wanted to skip something. But it's not like... this is technically what I would classify as a Fifth Doctor story. So that's another layer of, is it a Third Doctor Cyberman story? I'd say that's less accurate, because I don't think the Third Doctor meets the Cyberman even in this story. So that's sort of what they're trying to get across. Evan Cunningham says, Alex Goddard 60th should have Davros, Rassilon, and Omega team up to destroy the Doctor. Wow, what a trio. And she can't defeat them, so she recruits her younger selves and old companions. Yes! Yes! We get reunions like Rose and 10, pre-Journey's End, 11 and Donna, and 12 and Amy, and Rory, and 13 and Clara, Evan Cunningham says. Whose books I wish that we all had for the 60th anniversary. All that wish we had for the 60th anniversary. It might happen. It's only 3 years to go, right? Oh, that's crazy. Wow, it seemed like just yesterday it was the 50th, man. Seems like just 7 years ago was the 50th. Howling Mad 2002, this was the first ever old Doctor Who episode I ever watched. That's awesome. It's a great place to start. I imagine it was a little bit confusing for you, but what fun. What did you think of it when you first watched it? OJW, I don't think this counts as he isn't the one who interacted with them. Evan Cunningham says, yeah. It's whoever the incumbent Doctor's story is how I would say it counts. Like, this is a Fifth Doctor story. Evan Cunning says, Howling Mad, not my first story, but my first DVD. That's awesome. My first DVD was City of Death for a classic Doctor Who. Comment down below with what the first classic Doctor Who DVD you collected was. Tegan Javanka. I am the Doctor. The original. The first ever classic Doctor Who episode I watched was The 10th Planet Part 1, 1966. Doctor Who Crazy says 2000. So, yeah, the first classic Doctor Who episode I watched, I don't really remember, but I know the Seas of Death and The Leisure Hive are some of the earliest episodes I remember watching on Netflix for classic Doctor Who, but I don't remember what the very first one was. I would rate the best cameo appearance for the Cybermen with John Pertwee, Alex Goddard says. Yeah, it's the closest thing we have to a Third Doctor and Cybermen story, although Big Finish has helped us solve that. OGW says that this episode is in the 5th Doctor category in BritBox, so understand how the BBC sees things. Yeah, it's a 5th Doctor story because that's the latest Doctor that's involved. That being said, you can't say that a particular story goes by whoever the latest Doctor is in the story, because then something like the 50th anniversary has a cameo by the 12th Doctor, but it's not a 12th Doctor story, it's an 11th Doctor story. So it's whoever the incumbent Doctor is, whoever the Doctor is currently being played by in the series. Mine was the Macra Terror when it was released. The Rebel of Time says, that's awesome. I loved it even though I had no idea who most of the characters were. Howling Mad 2002 says, I don't blame you. William Hartnell looked just very different in this story. I'm the Doctor. Sonic Productions says, the original, you might say. I watched The 10th Planet on DVD. Doctor Who Crazy 2000 says, before that, I was a Doctor Who fan still. Yeah, this is just which classic one you've seen first. Alex Goddard says, Remembrance of the Daleks, signed by Ace, and the 7th Doctor still is my favorite. That's awesome. Howling Mad 2002 says, I knew the Master because of when John Sim came back as him. That's awesome. John Sim was the first Master that I watched, and I think, barring maybe some classic episodes, but like, watching New Doctor Who, we watched that, so he was really felt like he was the current Master, and he felt like really my first Master. And seeing him, I remember just being jaw dropped to the floor during all of the End of Time. Now we're heading off to the Tomb of Rassilon. John Fisher says, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever Alex posts a new video or live stream. Thank you so much, John, for that reminder. It will give you the best chance of finding out when we go live or post a new video, which lately has been a lot more often than just weekly. The Dalek Invasion of Earth was my first classic Who DVD, Paul Bailey says, but my first Doctor Who story was Death to the Daleks, and I was 3 years old at the time. That's amazing. Do you remember that? That's incredible. Evan Cunningham says, for my Series 10 DVD, it's actually a funny story. I had 38 euros or pounds left from Christmas and my birthday, so I looked through Tesco's DVD section, and I was always looking for Who merch, but never found it until then. Oh, nice. Mine was with the Robots of Death, OJW says, because I think it came out earlier than most. Not sure though. It just has a different Tom Baker picture on it, and the cover is a screenshot in Region 2. Yeah, Robots of Death came out. It's one of the very first UK DVDs to ever come out. It's one of the first 3, actually. I believe it came out in 2000. I think 1999 was the 5 Doctors, 2000 was Robot, and 2001 was Spirit from Space for Region 2. The first episode I watched was the first part of Earthshock, Dan John says. That's a great story to start with, but it was one of those newspaper things, so I didn't watch the rest for many years. Oh gosh, wow, I would have been 6 years old. Wow, it must have been fun to finally watch the remaining episodes. Howling Mad 2002, and I realized that he was an old character, so that whole Master return, I was never hyped up about it, Howling Mad 2002 says. Howling Mad 2002, did you ever read Engines of War? Because the Doctor goes back to the Death Zone. Yes, I did read. I read through half of Engines of War, but I should read that again. Sarah Jane and John Pertwee. Sarah Jane and the Third Doctor, Elizabeth Sladen and John Pertwee, just amazing. Oh my gosh. Someone in my family has written some Doctor Who stories. Oh, I'm a Fisher. So all the stories written by David Fisher. So the Leisure Hive, the Stones of Blood, the Androids of Tar, the Creature from the Pit. Oh, that's great. TARDIS Monkey said that there would be some extras after this, so very excited for that. Ooh, yeah, we'll have to check those out. I started watching when I was 2, but I remember just watching it for the TARDIS, OJW says. Oh, wow. The Master! The Third Doctor. This is so cool. That's my best anime. This is the first time that the Third Doctor and Anthony Ainley meet. That's so cool. For once, I'm innocent. Whose book says, will you be having more DVDs on the way, Alex? The people have sent you. I will. I haven't checked my PO box in a while. I'm not sure if there's anything waiting there. I know some people have said that in a little bit they will send me some packages when things get back up and running more. So I'm very excited for anybody who's sent me anything, and I will check my PO box. Maybe there's something waiting for me. That would be exciting. The Seal of Rassilon. Doctor Who Crazy 2000. I want to be the next Doctor. Yeah, of course, right? Well, remember us when you're famous, okay? How does Pertwee not know it's the Master? He looks extremely similar to Delgado. Seemed like he recognized him. Whoa! I love that cape that the Master has. Oh, these rays are lovely. Up-to-date effects. Not a single problem with those. 3 entrances. The Poem of Rassilon. I love the 1st and 5th Doctor just arguing it out here. Poor Bessie! Poor Bessie! Oh, wow. The wavy effect over the Doctor and Romana. It's great. Thinking that the Doctor says, OJW, I'll know the Master as soon as I see him in The Sound of Drums. 13 doesn't recognize Darwin's Master in Spyfall until he reveals himself. He definitely, the disguise and stuff, it's inconsistent as to whether you immediately recognize another Time Lord or if it takes a little while. Paul Bailey says, what's your favorite Master story? I mean, the Ascension of the Cybermen and the Timeless Children is pretty far up there. The 5 Doctors is pretty great. Let's see, a good Master story. Let's see. I do love the Sea Devils. That's a fun one. The Doctor and the Master fencing and then stopping to eat some sandwiches and then continuing on is just iconic. Let's see. Which one is my favorite? Probably The Deadly Assassin is great. I love Logopolis. The 5 Doctors. Sound of the Drums, That's the Time Lords is great. World Enough of Time, The Doctor Falls, actually. That's a double Master story, and that's great. I would love to play the Doctor. I would play it for 4 years. My name is Thomas, by the way, forgot to tell you. That's awesome, Thomas. You should just send us your autograph now, so that when you play the Doctor, we'll have it already, and it'll be worth a lot. The first Doctor is just snacking. Doctor Who Crazy 2000, I can sing the Doctor's theme. That's awesome. Okay, you're more advanced than me, evidently. Sir Meowsalot89, OJW says. Well, let's see. Evan Cunningham says, Alex, after lockdown is over, would you be okay to get some packages? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I've got some Region 2 DVDs and books, regular and rare, and I'd like to send as a thank you for the watch-along streams. That's so kind. Oh my gosh, Evan, that's amazing. Oh, I would love that. That would be so cool. Even if you guys want to just, send a letter or something and just say, hey, it's, you know, Evan from the live streams. That would be so cool to get something from you all. Yeah, once lockdown is over. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Evan Cunningham says, World Enough in Time, The Doctor Falls. That's great. It really is a great one. OJW, they give a reason for 13 not being able to recognize the other master was a human until the chameleon watch was opened, so it worked. Okay. I love Patrick Troughton singing, and the Brigadier's just like, are you in pain, Doctor? What collection box set are you hoping they release next? Alex Otter says, obviously a 60s season, but that's a less likely. I know that it's likely that they're going to do season 20 next. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to pick something else. I would love season 13. Season 16, because Keep Your Time is my jam. The Rivals operation needs to come next. And then I want another third Doctor season. Maybe 11, season 11. Because then we'd have 10, 11, 12. And then 12, 13, 14 would be great. Which one do you want next, Alex? Assuming 60s are off the table and season 20 is off the table, because that seems one of the 60s seem unlikely and season 20 seems very likely. And to everybody, what season do you want to see released on Blu-ray next? Cyberman! Excellent. Yeah. Susan and Tegan. It's amazing. The earliest companion and the latest companion. That is so cool. Excellent. My favorite master story is Spyfall, Terror of the Autons, The Mind of Evil, World Enough in Time, The Doctor Falls, whose book says great picks there. OJW says, my name is Ollie, but I sign off as OJW with whatever I write. Novellas, short stories, etc. That's awesome. Doctor Who Crazy 2000 after the episode of The Five Doctors. The next Doctor Who episode was Warriors of the Deep. Yeah. Season 7, Alex Otter says. That's a good choice. Definitely. Season 7 and 11 are the ones I want next most for Pertwee. John Fisher says, Evan Cunningham, that's great. Very kind of you to do that. John Fisher is an excellent judge of when other people are generous and kind. John Fisher's the original first person to ever send me a package. It made me just feel on top of the world. 600 subscribers or less, maybe, and I got my first package from John Fisher, and I didn't think that would happen. Maybe once I had thousands and thousands of subscribers, maybe that would happen. But the fact that you started this trend and inspired so many others, and that there's so many people in this community just so kind and generous and willing to send stuff, it's just so humbling, and I'm just so thrilled. Like, it's so exciting. You guys really are the best. Cybermen! Evan Cunningham says, don't think anyone will reach the amount of packages you sent, though. John Fisher does currently hold the record, although Robert Hill, I think, is trying to beat, maybe not the number of packages, but the amount. I don't know. Robert Hill is a second place for sure, who sent them the most. But man, John Fisher has sent so many. It's gotten to. I do have a record of what John Fisher has sent, but if I didn't keep that record, I wouldn't know anymore what was and wasn't from John Fisher. I think the first 60s box set, Aiden Phillips says, hello, welcome to the live stream. If we get any, will be season 2, given only 2 episodes are missing. That would be great. Alex Goddard, completely agree for season 7. Evan Cunningham says, OGW says, I have a bundle that's coming with Revisitations 3 special editions. I think I already have it, so hopefully my friend has it so I can send it your way, Region 2. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome, and I'm getting so excited. Alex is super excited. Lol. John Fisher says, Robert will surpass me, I predict. John Fisher says, I mean, you set a pretty high bar, but I. Oh my gosh, let's look up. Let's see. I have a folder called "People Who Sent Me Stuff." Let's see. John Fisher has sent in total 8 packages, one of which was delivered in person. That was so exciting. Including the first package was a complete Series 7 Region 1 Blu-ray, the Carnival of Monsters Normal Edition DVD, and Doctor Who: The Secret Lives of Monsters book. The second package was Inferno and the Aztecs Normal Edition DVDs. The third package was the Christmas Specials gift set, Region 1 Blu-ray, Series 10 Part 1 Region 1 Blu-ray, the Return of Dr. Mysterio Blu-ray, and then the Caves of Androzani Normal Edition DVD, 5 Doctors Special Edition DVD, the Armageddon Factor Special Edition DVD, the Towns of Wenchang Normal Edition DVD, the Dr. Seuss 3 DVD collection, Lost in Time, the Hartnell Years Region 1 DVD, and the Pat Troughton Years Region 1 DVD, the Green Death Normal Edition Region 1 DVD, and Doctor the Beginning Collection Box Set Region 1 DVD. Oh, I forgot that you got that for me. And then the fourth package was a Davros Pop Funko, a Star Wars I'm Your Father t-shirt from my dad, the Visitation Normal Edition Region 1 DVD, Shot Original Region 1 DVD, Scream of the Shalka Region 1 DVD, Dreamland and Region 1 DVD, Infinite Quest Region 1 DVD, Series 5 Part 1 and Part 2 Region 1 DVD, the Complete 8 Series Region 1 DVD, and Ghostlight Region 1 DVD. The fifth package was Beneath the Surface box set, the case for Region 1, the New Beginnings box set case for Region 1, plus 3 DVD cases without the discs in them, and then the E-Space Trilogy box set, original release Region 1 DVD, and the Web Planet Region 1 DVD. That was a library copy, and I was so excited to get it. And then the sixth package is the Key to Time original release Region 1 DVD box set case, the Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, Waters of Mars, and the End of Time Region 1 DVDs. The seventh package was the Enemy of the World with limited edition yellow slipcase Region 2 DVD. I forgot you got that for me. And then the eighth package was the Doctor and the Enterprise by Gene Area book. So that's a high record there. Adam Time Lord Fishwick in the house. We have Alex Goddard and Adam Time Lord Fishwick. That's amazing. You two have met, right? The Doctor Who Crazy 2000. Do you have a Discord? I don't have a Discord at this point, but would you guys want to? I don't know. I don't have one at this point. Doctor Who Dad is also in the running. That's true. Very true. Evan Cunningham, an official ranking. Yes, as far as number of packages, John Fisher has 8. I have 1 package from Axel, 1 package from Lucas, 5 packages from Doctor Who Dad, who has set a pretty big record as far as holds the record for number of books sent to me, a ton of target novelizations. Robert Hill has sent just 3 packages, but they were all chock full of amazing stuff. So there's a lot there. Including laser discs and all sorts of Region 2 releases. I've gotten 1 package from Trenton, 1 from Gary, Contois, 1 from Matt, which was a lot of the Region 2 Blu-rays, a package from Mark, from Jason, 2 from Terry, 1 from a birthday card from Sarah, 1, and then 1 from Leon. And I've got a poster from Emmett and a letter from Paul. So I try and keep my best record of all of these. But you guys are just amazing. Evan Cunningham says, by the way, Alex, finally saw your Australian collection video. And you say we are kind. That was a great thing to do. Oh, and you say we are kind. That was a great thing to do, Evan Cunningham. Well, John Fisher and all of you sending me stuff have definitely inspired me. John Fisher says blushes. That's great. You said so much, and that really inspired me to do that Australian collection giveaway. And I was talking with my dad about it. We were like, it's a good thing that, like, you know, I wasn't doing it so much to say like, oh, look at me, I'm so great for doing this. I just wanted to show that, like, you guys had inspired me and explain where this Australian collection had gone. And hopefully inspire other people to send stuff to that kid. That package did make it safely. I haven't heard if they've been able to give it to the kid yet, well, with the virus and everything going on. But it was really fun to give away like 50 Australian DVDs and the season 23 Australian Blu-ray collection. So that was awesome. Time Scoop is a scientific name. Certainly has a lot to 89 says. Technically, Grandma Patterson got you the Dr. Seuss collection DVD. Yes, that is true. That is true. By the way, yes, that was so. It was really fun to like send that much stuff and know that like I was in a unique position to send Australian DVDs. It was hilarious to think this American Doctor Who fan was able to give an Australian fan who loves his collection in a fire actual authentic Australian DVDs. OJW says I'm in chapter 5 of the Grandma Patterson Adventures. Lol. I started reading it. I'm so excited to finish reading it. Send me those chapters. Spazzy Trish says, yeah, I'm working on a Doctor Who cross-stitch project. If it turns out okay, I might send it to you, Alex. Might be sending it to you. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, Spazzy Trish. That would be the best thing ever. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. Adam Tablet Fitchwick, I didn't know there were so many. Yeah, right. I hope season 6 is a first season Blu-ray set. Paul Bailey says for the 60s. I know it's missing the Space Pirates, but surely they could put a CD or animate it, right? She's meeting Omega. It has been confirmed. I repeat, Grandma is fighting Omega, OJW says. That's amazing. Whose books will we be making more unboxing videos soon? I might do an unboxing video when I get the season 26 Blu-ray, but I am actually on day 43 of no spending. I haven't spent a dime. And that's because in 2019, I spent I spent a lot of money on Doctor Who. And so to start off 2020, I have been trying to spend less money. So I haven't spent a dime in the past 43 days. So I'm very proud of that because I got rather addicted to spending. And so I've actually been like paying my parents back for Doctor Who stuff I bought in 2019. So that's been lovely. Although they're very nice. They wouldn't mind if I didn't pay them back, but I want to. And so, yeah, just I will definitely do an unboxing the next time I buy something, but I think as a reward for getting through so many days of not spending, I might get myself the season 26 box set Blu-ray. Adam Tyler Frederick says, yeah, it's great to see you too. So glad to have you here. Oof, somebody's just been shot. Yikes. Spazzy Tress says, I needed something to keep my hands busy, lol. That's so cool. It's so creative. Did you hear back from the recipient of the Australian DVDs you gave, John Fisher? I can confirm that the charity that was collecting all of the Doctor Who stuff for the 14-year-old kid who lost his collection in a fire did receive the package. It did come. It was hard to miss. It's a giant package, like probably the size of the table that have this my laptop on right now. It was very big, so definitely not hard to miss. I haven't heard if they were able to give it to him yet, or I would love to see his reaction to it, but I don't know. They might just drop off a bunch of stuff and let him open them on his own time. But so I know it came safely, which I was really worried about. Alex Yoder says, loving your channel, Adam. Definitely need a pint with you again. That's amazing. I need to meet you guys someday. When quarantine is over, I've got to save up, get over there to the UK, and go to a convention maybe, and meet up with as many of you as possible, hang out, talk about some Doctor Who. Glad we inspired you, Alex. Evan Cunningham says it was a beautiful gesture. I'm sure he's enjoying this watch along with the 5 Doctors DVD in that package. That's right. I did send that. Oh my gosh. There was a lot in there. That was a good start to the collection. Trish, nice. Evan Cunningham says, I'm making custom stickers of fan art I found. That's awesome. Sermi has a lot 89. Third Doctor Sarah Jane talking about Cybermen. It's a Third Doctor Cyberman story. Have you seen the 13th Doctor Save Daughter of Mine? Adam Time Fisher says, yes, that epilogue to Human Nature Family of Blood was awesome. John Fisher, it is at the Doctor Who Lockdown channel. I will send the link in the chat now. They have lots of great videos on there. Now up to 14.4 thousand subscribers. I'm not surprised. Cheers, Alex. Adam Thomas says, yeah, I haven't seen your Faceless Ones review yet. I still need to buy it. Alex, I don't even know if there's anything you can buy. You have it all. Evan Cunningham says, yeah. I've still got quite a like I want to get the. Oh, Yeti! We're fighting Yeti, right? Supposedly we're watching the Five Doctors. I'm just talking with you guys now. Aiden Phillips, glad to have you here. I know the feeling of spending too much. Yes, right? It's so easy. It's so easy. I've had to turn down, like, I've stood up to Big Finish sales. There was a records deal that I was tempted to get, and all sorts of sales and deals come up when you don't have any money, and when you do have money, it's like crickets. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. 43 days. That was hard considering how much I would buy something. Yeah, I would like to get the 2019 and 2020 re-releases of the classic Doctor Who stories because I am that obsessed. Totally unnecessary, but it would be amazing. And there's still more Blu-rays to collect for Region 1 and some extraneous VHSs. So, but I have so much for Region 1. It's really, that's why I'm setting my sights on Region 2 and beyond. Oh, Adam gave the link, so that's awesome. Thank you, Adam. John Fisher says, OJW says, I'm currently writing a Doctor Who novella featuring Doctors 1, 2, and 3. I'm planning to make custom covers for all of them, so maybe I could send that with a DVD. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. Definitely send me the links to the stuff that you're writing. Evan Cunningham says, Alex, I have a feeling you might be receiving a package from John soon. That's awesome. There's always... John Fisher whispers to Evan Cunningham, oh, there are holes he hasn't filled in... ... yet. Evil laughter. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, now you guys know what's in my collection. So, yeah, I now have like, I now feel like I need to ask, like, let you guys know ahead of time if what I'm buying so that I don't get doubles. But then I could just do a Doctor Who giveaway. So, you know. Spazzy Church says, spending too much on Doctor Who stuff. I'm glad I'm not the only one. David Chataway, hello, welcome to the chat. You know that you can get Lost a Big Finish for free on Spotify? Yes. I think I've already bought most of what you can buy on most of what you can get on Spotify, which is ironic. But I want to collect everything on my official at Big Finish account. And it's all well and good for me to say I want to support Big Finish, but I really only buy during their sales. So if I really wanted to support them, I'd buy the CDs at full price when they come out. But I do still want to support them, but I just want to I love seeing that you've got this circle on any Big Finish release, so I want to collect all of their stuff on download. That's my goal. But yeah, Spotify is great. You can listen to it ahead of time, figure out if you want to buy it on CD or on download officially. Aiden Phillips says you should save up and try and go to a BFI event. I know, there are always so many events. I want to save up for Gallifrey 1 whenever that's happening next. Even though it's on the opposite side of the country from me, or it's a shorter distance probably to go to the UK than it is for me to go to California, unless my geography is horrendous, which it very well might be. John Fisher says, Evan Cunningham, shh. Adam Tyler Fisher says, I've been paid, but I'm doing my best not to spend much. I want to get the series whole steelbook right, and some 8th Doctor Big Finish. I've been listening to Charlie and Sriz. That's amazing. I'm up to the Fires of Vulcan in my main range marathon. So I'm coming up on some 8th Doctor once again. The Cybermen are getting decimated by the Reston Warrior robot. OJW says, I need to get a move on and finish my Region 2 collection because you're going to get there before me at this rate, and it's harder for you to get them. Oh, yeah, I've had some people comment that my Region 2 collection is now bigger than theirs, and I'm like, oh gosh. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Sort of, you get what I mean. Paul Bailey says, can you recommend any Big Finish, something to listen to? I've got 17 so far, and I'd like to expand the 4th Doctor Adventures and the 8th Doctor Adventures. Listen to the 8th Doctor Adventures, series 1 to 4 in order. It gets better and better with every season. The companion is a cross between Rose and Donna Noble. She's amazing. The series is amazing. Definitely get it. The Paul Spragg Short Trip Memorials, the Paul Bragg Memorial Short Trips, they're competitions that are run every year, where Big Finish finds an amateur writer. Everybody's, amateur writers submit a bunch of stories, and they pick one as the winner, and then they make that into an audio. Those are free on the Big Finish website. I highly recommend you check those out. Seriously great audios. Those are free. But yeah, the main range is great. I really liked Phantasmagoria. I loved the Fearmonger is great. The Apocalypse element, oh my gosh, was amazing. Dan Johnson says, I really want to go to an event soon. Yeah, I get that. Evan Cunningham suggests Rose Tyler Dimension Canon. Dalek Empire is great as well. I love Dalek Empire. I don't know why I'm just doing with this pencil, but I've started now, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. Third Doctor Sarah Jane, watching Cyberman get dismembered. It's the Third Doctor Cyberman story. Sir Meowsalot is really promoting for this to be a Cyberman story. The way that the line is hung on the miniature set of the Tower of Rassilon, you couldn't zip line down that. You would get stuck too far down at the bottom. Big Finish Day is my dream place. Evan Cunningham says, that would be amazing. Oh, yeah. Spicy Truth says, oh, that would be awesome to go to Gallifrey 1, but it's more feasible for me to go to TARDIS Chicago. Yeah, right? Or there's a convention in Rhode Island, which often has a lot of Doctor Who actors, but I hear a lot of horror stories about that convention not being well run. Whose Book says, I'm currently re-listening to the 10th Doctor Adventures, Volume 1 to 3 while we were on lockdown. That's amazing. How are those stories? Because I would love to listen to them. Adam Teller Fisher says, I agree, Paul McGann is amazing. Yeah, right? Whose Book's nice. Evan Cunningham says, love that series. Evan Cunningham suggests, and Dalek Empire is on Spotify. Yeah, go! Listen to that. What are you doing? Noel Clark, but not as Mickey. But as an amazing character in that. OGW says, I'm scared to touch my Region 1 Web Planet DVD because it's on its own glass case shelf, right? And I can't risk scratching it or getting any dust on it. That's amazing. The 2006 version. Oh, that's amazing. I still can't believe that's the one Region 1 DVD you have in your collection. That was the one that evaded me for so long until I found it finally on eBay. Sir Meowsalot 89, haha, just because John Perry always wanted a Cyberman story. So I'm making sure we agree he sorta has one. Lol. I love this, the coins. All the red ones are okay, or what is this? Patience, child! The way he yells at her for not having patience doesn't seem very patient. But I love those lightning effects. Just thin green lights, that'll do. Thin green lines, that'll do. Yuma, that's great. That's great. We're an hour, almost an hour in, 59 minutes. I want a spin-off series set in the Academy on Gallifrey with great actors. I don't care, like teenage years or whatever. Like, they need to be in the Academy. There needs to be a series. It could have the Ronnie, it could have the Doctor, the Master. So many different characters. Drax could have so many different characters. It would be great. Whose Book says there are great stories because it's canon that the 10th Doctor has finally met the Ice Warriors. That is a great reason to listen to those. Adam Tyler Fisher says, when I met Nick Briggs, which is an amazing sentence to be able to say. When I met Nick Briggs, I asked him, what have you got planned for future box sets? And he said that if I told you that, I'd have to kill you. He'd have to exterminate you. You will cross to the far side. I've never really understood the pattern of how he was able to get across. Like, it doesn't match up with what they're walking on, it doesn't seem. But maybe I'm the only one who doesn't get it. Sir Meowsalot 89 says, Adam, you mean he would have to exterminate you, lol, right? Oh gosh, the Cybermen just get beat up in this episode. Beat to a pulp. Maybe they wouldn't want to classify it as a Cyberman story because they just get beat to a pulp. Why haven't we seen a Master Warrior robot again? Dan Johnson says Alex wants a Doctor Who Teen Titans. Essentially, yes. You will show me the safe route. I was thinking that too, Adam Tyler says. I'm going to call you Adam. Just faster to say. Spazzy Trish says, ooh, now I want that spinoff. Even if they did a whole different cast of characters that we didn't know going through the academy, that would be great. And then, like, teachers, like Barusa and stuff. Aiden Phillips says, I feel sorry for the Sidemen in this story. Yeah, really. They get beat up, man. Evan Cunningham says, I've turned off the 5 Doctors because I'm only here for chat. That's so awesome. That's amazing. He just jumps across it. Easy as pie. That's it. What an extraordinary film. That's the first time the first Doctor has met the Master on TV, and it's the only time that it happened on TV. It's the first time the Doctor met the Master. Child? I'm excited for Rebels rewatch of Genesis the Daleks. Anyone else? OJW? That sounds fun. I wish I could make it. But I've got a live stream that I'm helping run for my church in the morning, and then I've got a Zoom meeting in the afternoon, so I wouldn't be able to watch Genesis, but it sounds like it's gonna be fun. Sir Meowslot 89, the first Doctor doesn't know the Master about the Academy when they were kids. Yeah, true. I meant the Master as like fighting him in a story, and as seeing him on screen with the Master. It's the first time we see them on screen together. But you're right, they did know each other. I need to watch Arc of Infinity again just to see Colin Baker as a Time Lord who's not the Doctor shooting the Doctor. Yes, Adam, he did meet the Master in the first Doctor Adventures first. Yes. I'm talking just in the scope of the TV show. Whose Books? Have you seen the trailer for Dalek rewatch? I love the beginning where you can hear Barbara screaming in the background and the city corridor sound. Oh, that's cool. That's for the Doctor Who Lockdown rewatch of Dalek. Aiden Phillips says, when's the Genesis rewatch? Evan Cunningham says, Aiden, tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's BST. It will be 1 p.m. EST. Sarah Jane and the Third Doctor. I think we'll have to do Genesis as a rewatch sometime on the channel officially. That would be fun. Sumi Azal, I don't know, I meant just now in the 5 Doctors. He was like, that match is extraordinary, but shouldn't he already know this? Oh, yeah. They do sort of write it as though this is the first time as though the first Doctor didn't realize that was the Master. Which could be an explanation for that. An hour and 4 minutes in. This is a great story. So we're not to have like the theme every 25 minutes or a cliffhanger. Where would you place cliffhangers here? Look, it's Mike Yates. Mike Yates. OJW says, okay, so in 2005 they had this Doctor Who exhibition on Brighton Pier, England, and it felt like I was inside the metal city on Skaro, like nostalgia, even though I wasn't alive. Oh, yeah. You can definitely feel nostalgia for an old Doctor Who story, even if you weren't born when it aired. Look, it's Liz. It's Liz. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. So cool to have them. Stop him. Oh my gosh. It's so cool to have little cameos like that. I forgot. Aw, that's so sweet. I'm in the present and I'm real. That's amazing. I love his outfit. The third Doctor's outfit. What's everyone's most nostalgic episode? Aiden Phillips says. That's a good question. Nostalgic episode. The Censorites is a very nostalgic episode for me. I loved watching that with my sister years ago. I think the Happiness Patrol or Paradise Towers is my favorite to watch with my brother. That would be cool. So very nostalgic there. Any early any Tennant episodes are very nostalgic for me because I watched those, 12, 13, 14 years ago. Dan Johnson says, I saw in my collection box set for Series 12 that they have a 90-minute cut of Genesis. The length is my only problem with that episode. It's great. Yeah, right. I loved watching the 90-minute cut of Genesis in theaters, and you really didn't feel like you had lost anything. And it really is just a bunch of, the parts that they cut out are, things that you could lose, like extra running down corridors and stuff. John Richard says, the Ark in Space for me. 'Twas the first story I remember seeing when I was a kid. That's amazing. I love the Ark in Space. Aiden Phillips says, hey, it's Jamie and Zoe. Oh, this is so sweet. This is so sad with the war games. Oh. The Censorites is my favorite Hartnell story. Whose books? That's awesome. It's so sad when the second Doctor realizes that they can't be real because their memories were wiped. Oh wow. John Fisher says the Ark in Space was the first classic Who I decided to watch. John Fisher. And Sir Meows a lot 89 says the Ark in Space was the first classic Who I decided to watch after watching all of New Doctor Who up to that point. Ark in Space was so great. I was like, yep, classic Who will be great. Yeah, it's a great story to start with. Adam Tyler Fisher says, I believe Dalek is going to be 15 years old next week. Oh, I feel old. Oh, right? Carnival of Monsters was my first story, Ian Smith says. I was 9. Have a very soft spot for it. That's amazing. Aiden Phillips says, I've watched Carnival so many times, it's unbelievable. Same. I watched the Aztecs and Carnival like a million times. I've watched the Aztecs because I think it was on Netflix, and I just remember getting sick of it. That's how much I watched it. The Harp of Rassilon. Baruser. Let's see what TARDIS Monkey is tweeting. A musical safe. Oh, this is cool. John Fisher shared a meme earlier where the Doctor's all looking at that encryption, and it's like they're saying it says "Hello, sweetie." The Parting of the Waves, Rebel of Time says, was the first story I watched as a baby when a TV program from my country was shown in Doctor Who. Evan Cunningham, Classic Who has aged surprisingly well. Well, most of it. Cough. Dinosaurs. Cough. I've seen Remembrance so many times, but I never get bored of it, Adam Tom Lord Fishwick says. Whose books, when I watched The Censorites, I felt sorry for them when the Doctor shouts at them all the time because they don't like loud noise, right? Master 25. Do you like 2150 AD? Yes. I love the Peter Cushing movies. They're just amazing, especially... Look, they're just saying hi to the Brigadier and the third Doctor seeing the Brigadier. That's so amazing. They'll get it wrong without me. That's great. I never get bored of The Invasion. I watch it like once a month, OJW says. That's cool. There is more of it to experience, though. there's I suppose more to be interested in, so therefore it's easier to watch it more times. But Evan Cunningham, do you mean the rats from Talons of Wei Chiang? OJW says, or the star in the Time Warriors is just like a white tennis ball on a string. That was peak Doctor Who effects. Peter Cushing is canon now, as the Doctor Who's book says. I love the one with Bernard Cribbins. That's great. I think that's 2150 AD, and it's amazing. Just amazing to see Bernard Cribbins. I should rewatch those. Those are fun. Or the Creatures from Carnival of Monsters. All John Fisher says. I need one of that Drashig action figure. A couple of people I've seen. I've seen a lot of people who have that, and I love it. It's just so cute. I feel like I need one now. That is what the word means, young man. The master has just come. Carnival Monsters is amazing, Rebel of Time says. I watched it with the Green Death. Green Death is an amazing story. Oh, I would get nostalgic if I watched The Chase. Oh, wow. It's been a while since I've seen that. Evan Cunningham says, still haven't seen the Cushing movies. Watched the start and was like, what has happened to these characters? It's different, but they're definitely worth checking out. Oh, that really sounded like a hard punch that the Brigadier gave him. Master, poor guy. Like, he was just trying to help. Huh. Turlo's just like, what are we gonna do now? Turlo's just like, die. It's like, thanks. That's helpful. That's helpful. Really uplifting. That's a cool painting. I wonder where that painting has ended up. And if you can get a print of it now. Sumi Hazlot 89. Can we all agree that Happiness Patrol is the best R2 episode ever? Well, it's my favorite. Sumi Hazlot 89. Would a weekend showing of the Happiness Patrol, would you be able to come to that? Aiden Phillips, The Green Death is my number one Doctor Who story of all time. Love me some Green Death. That sounded better in my head. Aiden Phillips says, it's an amazing story. City of Death. We definitely need to do a rewatch of that. Oh my gosh. And The Green Death. I want a set of all of those little figurines. OJW says, one of my subscription TV channels Marathon the complete second Doctor at the time. And I watched R2 for about 36 hours all. Probably why I wear glasses now. Yeah, right? Whose book says Joe Grant's and Sarah Jane's exits always make me cry, right? The Rebel Times says, hope you join my Genesis rewatch tomorrow. Get ready for more juicy rewatches after that one. Hint 80s and one story next Saturday and the story after that next Sunday. You will see. So yeah, definitely follow the Rebel Times if you can join the Rebel Tide for some classic Doctor Who. So Meows a lot says, Alex, Evan hasn't seen the Happiness Patrol. We must watch on a weekend. Oh yes, I will be there, Alex. Happiness will prevail. Yeah, I think that would be fun. You'll see the live stream, and I'll tweet about it once I've picked a date, but that would be fun. City of Death is iconic, Aiden Phillips says. Right? We need to do some classic Who rewatches. Would totally be down for that if I can find a good copy. Evan Cunningham says, yeah, right? Oh boy. Barusa. Going to the dark side. 15 more minutes, guys. At the Rebel Time, just sub, John Richard said. Yeah, I believe the rewatches happen on Twitter. Live tweeting on Twitter. So follow at the Rebel Time on Twitter as well as subscribing. Evan, as you know, City of Death is one of the best Doctor Who episodes. Everyone says. I agree, it's great. If you own it, I suggest watching it. The Rebel of Time says, I already got the Ace Adventures sent. Wait for me at least. Oh, cool. When will that arrive for you, the Rebel of Time? OJW says, I get Jaggeroth and Scaroth mixed up. Like one day he's Jaggeroth, last of the Scaroth, and the next he's Scaroth, last of the Jaggeroth. Then he's Scaroth, Jaggeroth the next time I try and rewatch it. John Fisher posting some links to the Rebel Times socials. That's awesome. Paul Bailey says, my number one story is The Five Doctors, as it was my first multi-doctor story, and I love it so much. Can't wait to see it on Blu-ray, right? Right? Would love Macra, Tomb of the Cybermen, something from season 12, or The Case of Androsani, right? And catch at Adam Time Lord Fishbook here. Yes, John. Share those links. Let's get them more subscribers. It's a game. I'll try to watch it soon. I read most of the Target cut down novel from 2018 and loved it. To lose is to win, and to win is to lose, Aidan Phillips says. The coronet of Rassilon, very fetching it is too. It allows me to control the minds of others. Oh gosh. About to use his mind powers on him. Gotta love the incidental 80s music. You're messing with people's lives, Sir Meowsaladi says. Ta-da. That TARDIS. It's seen better days. Love Patrick Troughton. Whose books? What is everyone's favorite 13th Doctor story? Mine is The Woman Who Fell to Earth, Rosa, Demons of the Punjab, Kerblam, Resolution, Spyfall, Fugitive of the Jadoon, Ascension of the Cybermen, and the Timeless Children. For me, definitely Fugitive of the Jadoon, Ascension of the Cybermen, and the Timeless Children, Rosa, Demons, and Kerblam is good. Though I've seen The Woman Who Fell to Earth 13 times, so I'm kind of sick of it at this point. But the Doctor is Jean Grey without telepathy, Evan Cunningham says. Now I need one of the Doctors as the Dark Phoenix, right? OJW says, Alex, I finished reading Doctor Who and the Daleks. I really enjoyed it. I think you said you did. Not sure, though. I know I'm 56 years late, but I love the Daleks novelization by David Whittaker. I'll highly recommend it. It's really fascinating to see how, the story combines an unearthly child and Ian and Barbara discovering the TARDIS into the Daleks, and the story itself is just wonderfully written, so highly recommend that novelization. Evan Cunningham says, whose books? Kerblam or anything from Series 12 except Orphan 55. That's fair. Oh, he's just silenced all the companions. Wow. 4 Doctors? Give us another hint, Rebel of Time. Whose books? Orphan 55 is a bad 13th Doctor story. Yeah, it's a shame, because I enjoyed. There was some great comedic acting from Tosin Cole in that episode, and I feel like it was so close to being like sort of those zany, surreal 7th Doctor episodes that we love, like Paradise Towers and the Happiness Patrol, but it really didn't hold up. But come on, the Benny memes. That's gotta. If an episode is memeable, doesn't that say something for it? I love how the first Doctor is coaching everybody through this. Contact! Come on! Yes, come on! Davison, join them! The Sirens of Time it's not my favorite Big Finish story, but it's fun to see the 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctors meet in that story. There is some language in it, but it's It's sort of like the 80s equivalent of the Three Doctors. My cat has joined in, Aiden Phillips. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. If you can, send me a picture of your cat. I love cats. That's amazing. It's the end. The Rebel of Time says, oh, 2-line hints. It's the end. That's the problem about regeneration. You never know what you're going to get. Whose book's not entirely bad. It has lovely locations when in the resort, but everything else is just ugh. However, I will say, like the practical cat makeup reminded me of Cats, the original. Yeah, there was some the makeup for me. The overall effect left some stuff to be desired. This Rassilon, though, he doesn't. He looks more comical to me than that I would want him to. It's 2 stories. The Rebel of Time says. So it's the end, but the moment has been prepared for would be Logopolis. Oh wow, Planet of the Spiders. John Fisher says. Wow. Those 2 stories are connected. Won't reveal. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. If you predicted it, bravo. I think it's Logopolis and Castrovalva. That's my guess. Orphan 55 gave me vibes to the Leisure Hive, whose book says I can see that. Supposedly both resort locations. Paul Bailey, I love it when the first, second, and third Doctor say goodbye to the 5th Doctor, and he says, I'm definitely not the man I was, thank goodness. That's cool. Just a 3rd spot. Like, what about some Big Finish stories about those other 3 Time Lords who tried to get mortality? Your place is prepared, Lord Borusa. It's been a long time since I watched Planet of the Spiders. Meowslot89 says we should add that to the list of watch parties for the weekend so I can join in. Right? The ring went back onto Rassilon's body. What time are we at? Reptims also, it says my computer died. We are at 1 minute and 23 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 45 seconds. I hope they do the 3 Doctors soon. Aiden Kong 523 says, yeah, that would be a great one. Oh. Do you claim immortality too? I love how they all just retreat. It's great. It shall be done. 1 hour and 24 minutes. I love that they just insert clips from Shada. It's like if you know the context. Oh, his scarf gets caught in the TARDIS door. That's great. Arachnids in the UK gave me heavy Green Death vibes. Sir Meowslot89 says. OJW says replace the Dalek message in the Stolen Earth with Benny on repeat. Oh wow. The creepy floating head of Rassilon was not mentioned. Farewell. Ooh. The 3 Doctors is confirmed after the 5 Doctors, as someone suggested to TARDIS Monkey, and she said yes. So hooray! At the Rebel Time says, yeah, I'd love to know what's coming up next. To lose is to win, and he'll win shall lose. Wow. Woo! Emma Gunningham says, yeah. I don't think anybody's going to do a 2 Doctors stream, so I feel like I need to step in there, because it's not the best multi-Doctor story by a long shot, but I do enjoy it. So many people on the screen right now. The 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th Doctors, Turlo, Tegan, Sarah Jane, the Brigadier, and Susan. What a frame. Now the Doctor knows that curse, Sir Meowslot89 says. Fancy Pants, Scarecrow. The two doctors would be fun, Evan Cunningham says. Doctors. Splendid fellows, all of you. Never actually seen a Collins story, so... Oh, wow, Evan. That would be cool. Vengeance of Aros would be great. Thank you, Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane has met the first, second, third, fourth, fifth Doctors. In the comics, she's met the seventh Doctor. Whose book says, I hope TARDIS Monkey does survival. Ooh, that's a good idea. Survival would be fun. Oh, wow, this effect of the TARDISes flying out of each other. Wow. It almost works. It almost works. Power Spy in 2. That was great. Welcome. Wasn't it just? Now the Doctor tries to escape his job as president. Evan Cunningham says, I've heard a little Big Finish, but not much. However, it was Trial of a Time Lord. However, it was Trial of the Valyars, so not a bad start. Most recent addition to my collection is the movie special edition. OJW says, we should do that too. I love the Time Lord headdress on Flavia. It's just like, I don't want this job. They want to make the Doctor Lord President. Row of Times says, who knows, I might do survival. Also, I've never seen the movie, have it, and I've tried out, but the hospital scene just freaks me out, Evan Cunningham says. Very Frankenstein-esque. Fashta Narada, Evan Cunningham says. Hold tight. It's about to end and this is going to be amazing. I love how they think that he's going. He's leaving them. Hey, Hannah. How are you? My love for Doctor Who in the house. Turlo is just great. And a rackety old TARDIS. That's how it all started. Yes! Peter Davison, John Burby, Patrick Troughton, Richard Erdl, Tom Baker, William Hartnell as the Doctor. How great is that? How amazing was that? Such a fun episode. Oh my gosh. Has anybody forgotten to take the disc out of their computer after these watch-alongs and just found it later? I certainly have. But now I'm remembering to do it. That was so much fun. So cool to watch this great classic episode with all of you. I'll definitely be scheduling out some live streams. I think it would be fun to do a classic Doctor Who episode at least every Saturday, and maybe we'll pick a day in the middle of the week as well. And obviously I'll be doing live streams for all of the lockdown events, and if I get enough of a heads up, I will do the TARDIS Monkey events too. So that's going to be fun. Keep an eye. Definitely make sure you have the notification bell turned on and that you're checking in with, if you follow me on Twitter, that's at Doctor Who Guide 1, I believe on Twitter is my handle. Yes. Then I'll be tweeting out about that stuff too and making community posts and probably a video here. So Aiden Phillips, I'm so behind everyone. Bruce just got mortality here. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit ahead of you at some point. TARDIS Monkey has posted a video called Welcome to the Room of Rassilon. Video voiced by the incredible John Colstraw and edited by @WallSolMatt. That's Wall with one L and Sol with two L's. Not a BBC webcast. Says, I'm watching it now. It's got the third Doctor and the Raston warrior robot. This is clearly comedic. He does a great Pertwee impression. John Colcher is just amazing. That's amazing. They used the VHS artwork for the UK. That's me, actually. Squad goals. It's a great little promo for this event. Wow. This was funny. He does such a great John Pertwee. I could be fooled by this John Colcher impression. That's fun. John Colcher is just great. That's awesome. John Colcher does such an amazing Pertwee impression. This was really, really fun. So glad to watch an amazing episode with all of you. Glad to have you on. You guys are all the best. Thank you for hanging out and growing my knowledge collection and connection with all of you. So glad to have my love for Doctor Who and Evan Cunningham in the house, and John Fisher. You guys are awesome. Thank you for moderating. Thank you to Evan and John and Hannah and Sonic Productions and The Rebel of Time and Sir Meowsalot89 and OJW and Who's Books. You guys are all amazing. The next stream will be on Thursday for Dalek. That's an official At Lockdown Who event. That should be, I believe, the 20... Is it Tuesday? Hold on. When is the Dalek stream happening? Emily Cook on Twitter. Let's see. The next one will be Thursday, the 30th of April at 7 p.m. UK time. BST, and then that's 2 p.m. EST. We'll be watching Dalek, so that I think will be the next one, but we'll start doing some Saturday classic Doctor Who rewatches, and I will announce soon which one I pick first. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, and also definitely check out the Rebel of Times at Genesis of the at the Rebel of Times Genesis of the Daleks rewatch, and yeah, it's the best line ever. Yeah, why not? After all, that's how it started. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. And until I see you in the next video or live stream, keep growing your knowledge collection and connection. And I will see you later. Bye. Dan Johnson, great to see you. Evan Cunningham, thank you all for being here. Bye.